Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you want to know if you should use Speakly to become fluent in a foreign language and you don't want to waste any more time using apps that are boring and just don't work, keep watching. Los geht's! My name is Dustin. I'm an IT project manager from Germany, and on this channel we create content that helps us to be more productive, to learn new things, especially languages, and to live a happier and more fulfilling life. Today we're gonna see how Speakly can be a valuable part of your language learning, but also what are its limitations and if it really teaches you speaking. So how did I become aware of this app actually? I found it through another YouTube channel with the name Days of French and Swedish, which is a great YouTube channel I can highly recommend to anybody who is interested in language learning. Since I really value the honest and critical mind of Le Monde, so the guy that runs Days of French and Swedish, I thought, yeah, well, let's give it a try. I already had a full stack of apps and other things I was using at that time, but yeah, this app just sounded too good to not try it at least. I'm always keen to find out how I can improve my learning further and also to test and to try new apps. Also, especially for this channel to be able to help you out and to do some recommendations like this. I have used it now for almost 3 months and now I feel ready to give a first feedback and to do a quick app review. In this video, I will first explain what role Speakly plays in my language learning stack based on scientific research. Then we will have a look at the app and how it works. While doing that, we will also review the pros and cons. In the end, we will have a look at the costs and also do a conclusion to see if you should use this app or not. The app's focus is on learning the statistically most relevant words first in real sentences and context. This is what other apps often screw up completely. You don't need to know all the words of all animals out there, for example. You need the words that are important to do a real conversation. You also learn it in the order of statistically most used to less frequently used. This way you make quicker progress and you should be able to have conversations earlier. This app, there's also a spaced repetition algorithm that should ensure that you are able to keep the stuff in your head, so in your long-term memory, and that it really sticks. Spaced repetition means that you repeat it at a point in time when you are just about to forget the thing. This way you will enforce it and be able to retain it longer. Within Speakly, grammar is not a focus or anything, but nevertheless they offer a grammar section where you can read up the most important grammar rules and stuff. That can be useful sometimes, especially when you're more advanced and you want to find out some things that you are doing wrong all the time or something, and you can use the hypothesis of noticing for that. I already did a video about that when I reviewed another app called Busuu, and I will link it here. Videos I preach how important it is to consume massive amounts of compelling input and to immerse yourself into the language in order to become fluent, or especially also in order to become able to listen and to understand the language. And also to read, of course. Speakly is offering, for that matter, actually listening exercises, which are really good, and also music recommendations. A nice feature actually, and it will help you to build up your listening comprehension. Nevertheless, Speakly doesn't have the main focus on reading and listening comprehension like LingQ, for example, does. You can either use the browser or the app version. Since I'm using the app version mostly, I will review the app first, and afterwards we will also have a short look at the browser version, of course. After you have downloaded the app, it looks like this. So you have the start screen, and there are also the main features of this app, which I already presented to you. So let's see, let's click on get started. So you can see the different available languages within this app. Those are English, French, Spanish, German, Italian, Estonian, Finnish and Russian. You might wonder why there's also Estonian especially, and probably Finnish. The reason is the app or the developer behind this app are actually Estonian, and Finland is next to Estonia, so I guess it makes sense. So first of all, let's pick French for now. Now we need to pick our mother tongue. There are a lot available, but let's pick English for now. How much will you learn daily? So it's like a daily commitment to keep up your streak. I would always go with the lowest and then try to do more if possible. So let's pick 5 words. And now you can also set reminders to stay on track. Then you will get some notifications. So for example, after waking up, let's say 7 a.m. and then you could do a second reminder, for example, like, I don't know, before going to sleep. Okay. And now you would have 2 reminders there. Okay, and now you need to create an account. And this is how it looks like after you have created your account. So this is the language we currently learn, French of course, because we have chosen that. And now you can also change your level. So for example, if you're not a complete beginner or if you are rather intermediate or advanced, you can just choose that, and then we'll start with advanced content or so. But you could also do a placement test, and then in the end you get either into beginner, intermediate or advanced. So that's good so far. Now let's have a look into Italian, because I did already some learning there, and it makes it more easy to see how it actually looks like. Let's walk now through the app. So this is the main page. It's called the classroom, or my classroom actually. There you can see in which chapter you are and your streak. So let's start at the top. So you have a streak that you can build up. So like you have already seen, there's the low streak is 5 new words a day. And here you can see how many words I've learned so far, how the percentage of any real life situation. Now we come back to the classroom. As you can see here, your level. So I'm currently at beginner 3. And there's the beginner stage, there's the intermediate and the advanced stage. And within those stages there are 3 levels, and within those levels there are, I think, always like 300 words. And now let's do some learning together, that you can really see how the app works. So continue studying. How would you like to learn vocabulary? This normally gets asked always if you are learning the first time. So I would rather choose by typing, because I think multiple choice isn't that useful. I think typing really shows you if you have, or if you know it, or if you don't. And especially if you also want to be able to write at a later point in time, which I can highly recommend, then I would do that. So by typing, continue. È la prima porta a sinistra.
È la prima porta a sinistra.
È la prima porta a sinistra. Okay, interesting. So the A gets swallowed. So you just have è la prima porta a sinistra. So you have a liaison there. And as you can see already, so you have now a small sentence. You have a word, or which is actually 2 words, like a sinistra, on the left. So this is the new word that you are learning here. And you also get, or you can also listen to it. So
È la prima porta a sinistra.
and this is really useful, I think. So you can improve your pronunciation. I would always advise, if you are using such an app, that you repeat it afterwards. So like this.
È la prima porta a sinistra.
È la prima porta a sinistra. This way it will stick better. Okay, and you will work on your pronunciation. So, next one. What's up? Will be there. Okay, now the next type of exercise comes. Let's see. I will be there for 2 weeks, and now we need to fill in the blanks. So, what can it be? Sarò lì 2 settimane. Settimane. Sarò lì 2 settimane.
Sarò lì 2 settimane.
Ah, to stay.
Sarò lì 2 settimane.
Okay, now let's try again. Sorry for that. Starò lì 2 settimane.
Sarò lì 2 settimane.
And this is really great. So the voice recognition is on point. So it really gets it. Also, if you start speaking, then do a small break because you need to read up something, and then continue. Somehow the app manages to get it, yeah, to get it done and to get that pause out there. So I'm really impressed by that. Okay, now we are back in the classroom again, and further down there are different exercises you can do, but we will come to that. So this is the main menu. So you have the study area, which is where we just were, so where you are actually doing your studying of new words and sentences and stuff. Then you have my results, which is the page where you can see your statistics, which we also already had. Then you got live situations, which is a different kind of exercise that you can do. And I would say, yeah, let's do it right away. Let's have a look at one of those exercises. Which one should we take? Yeah, let's take this one. Okay, so this is a live situation. Il numero preferito. Some people have a favorite number, a favorite color, a favorite animal, all kinds of favorite things to be exact. Some people don't. What kind of person are you? So let's do it. Now it's loading.
Qual è il tuo numero preferito?
Qual è il tuo numero preferito? And now you have an answer to that, and you should translate it. So I don't know, I don't have a favorite number, and you? Okay, non lo so, non ho un numero preferito, e tu? Let's see.
Non lo so, non ho un numero preferito. E tu?
Non lo so. Okay, and now you need to repeat it. So, you need to hold it. Non lo so, non ho un numero preferito. E tu? Okay, now you got it. Well done. And next. And now it's a small dialogue.
È impossibile, sono sicura che tu abbia un numero preferito.
Okay, maybe 8. So what's yours? Okay. Forse 8. Quindi che è la tua?
Va bene, magari l'8. Allora, qual è il tuo?
Okay, that I can definitely improve. Va bene, magari il 8. Allora, qual è il tuo? Okay, and now it's done. And this way you learn really small conversations about different topics with a rising complexity. And now you can continue. And you need to choose, oops, that was hard, or no sweet, that was easy, or no sweat, that was easy, sorry. So since I couldn't solve it myself, especially the second phrase, I would say, oops, that was hard. And this way it doesn't get marked as done or as completed. Those were the life situations. Now there are also those listening exercises. And those I really like. So, for example, this one, as the name already says, it's a listening exercise. So it's a small text and let's see. Okay, got it, continue. So here we have a small text and you can listen to it. So we can start. This is the page. It's just a play button. You can also change the speed. So if you are advanced and you are already understanding it easily, you can increase the speed to make it a challenge. You can also have a look at the text at the sides, so you can play it and then look at the text, or at the translation. If it's really too advanced for you, you start with the translation, you listen to it once, twice, or 3 times maybe, and then you switch to the real text, listen to it again, and then you listen to it without translation or text. And this way you can build up your listening comprehension and also your reading comprehension. So let's see.
Ciao, mi chiamo Alessandro. Benvenuto nel nostro esercizio di ascolto. In questo esercizio imparerai come evitare lo stress. Ascolta attentamente e prova a vedere quanto ci capisci.
And yeah, in this way is the whole exercise. He's speaking very clearly, he's speaking not too fast, but he's speaking real dialogues, real text. So it's not just exercise stuff, but it's a real text. And this is powerful because this will help you to bridge to the native content at some point. But I think it doesn't make sense to use too many way too easy materials. So this way you will get used to real content quickly. Okay. Also, they are encouraging you to listen to it several times. The bad thing is that, once you have finished listening to it, it will be marked as done or as completed, but there are no statistics about how many minutes or hours you have actually done listening exercises. And I think it would be really useful if that will also be part, because this way it becomes evident how much time you have spent and if you have made progress and stuff. This is something I would really like to see going forward. Then the music recommendations. This is a nice thing. So it gets you into a mode where you can appreciate the culture a bit better of a different language. So as you can see here, there are music recommendations, and those get unlocked going forward. I think I forgot to mention that, but the same applies to the live situations and listening exercises. So while you are learning new words, those situations and exercises and all those kind of things are getting unlocked. Same applies to the music recommendations. And now you probably ask yourself, how does that work? It's linked to Spotify, so you need to have Spotify on the same device. And then, for example, recently unlocked is this one, so I could click on play, and then it would go to Spotify, or it would open the Spotify app, and then would jump back to the app and you could play it. Since I don't have Spotify installed on this smartphone, it doesn't work. And then we have talked already about grammar stuff. So yes, you have a grammar section here. You don't need to use it if you don't wanna, but you can. So here you can choose the different grammar topics and you can read through that. So for example, she and ne, and there are explanations for everything. It's quite useful, it's a nice bonus, but it's not the main focus of this app. Then best learning practices will bring you or will lead you to the blog of Speakly, and the blog is actually pretty good. So the blog posts are of a high quality and will definitely get you into the right mood and into the right thinking for language learning. I can highly recommend to read through that. Now let's have a look at the browser version, last but not least. And to be honest, before I did this video, I haven't looked at it myself because I'm always using apps. But I have to say, wow, this is a really nice browser version actually. So I haven't seen something like that before. You have everything in one view. I only saw there was one difference, which is you can save sentences and then you have them in your favorites. And I think this is pretty useful because you are learning phrases and stuff, and while you're doing that you will come along phrases that you might want to use in your daily interactions or on your vacation or when you are speaking to someone, and this way you will be able to easily find it. Now let's have a look at the pricing together. So there are different plans, like for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months or 12 months, and of course the longer the period for which you subscribe, the lower the price. I mean, that's the usual thing. But there's one difference. 1 month and 3 months only have one language included, and the other ones have all the languages available that there are. Further, which isn't here, is that there's also a lifetime membership. Just Google for it and see if that's still available, or if that was a one-time thing, I don't know. But I bought a lifetime membership, and now I don't have to pay anymore. So this might be useful. So will this app get you fluent? The answer is no. There's no app that will get you fluent in a foreign language, but they can accompany you on your language learning journey. This app is the best I have found so far to prepare yourself actually for speaking. It provides many exercises and focuses solely on what's really important. Speech recognition is the best I have seen so far in an app. Further, the whole app is based on common known principles of language learning. If you want to be able to speak fluently, you need to speak. There's no way around it, even if it's terrifying. At the beginning especially. Don't make excuses and dabble around too much. Nevertheless, you can stack the deck in your favor, and this app will help you doing that. If you like this video and you also want to see other language learning app reviews, I got a playlist for that. And also, if you want to spice up your language learning with gaming, I got another playlist for that as well. Please let me know how you prepare yourself for your first conversation in a foreign language. If you found this video useful, please leave me a like and a subscription to the channel, and make sure to click on the notification bell to not miss anything going forward. Thank you very much for watching, and see you the next time.